fastest ever to 400 touchdowns, and by far the fewest interceptions.
It's just amazing what he's been able to do over the course of his career with the different receivers. Talks about the relationship off the field resulting in production on the field.
Aaron Jones gets stacked up by Christian Jones and Jared Davis. When we asked Aaron about it, you actually asked him right away, what are you going to do with the ball? You're going to get it painted up? Of course, we saw that great image of Davante Adams catching the touchdown, and then almost like to the king in the court, presenting it as a gift. There's the 400th minute.
Well, he doesn't have the 100th, he doesn't have the 200th, he doesn't have the 300th ball, right? So at least he's got the 400th ball. Paint that thing up, put it on the shelf for crying out loud.
But did Greg Jennings take one of those commemorative balls? Or
I think one got thrown into the stands.
On 2nd and 7. Rodgers slings it out wide. And good effort outside by Tavon Austin. His first grab of this 2020 season between a couple of teams.
You know, I think one of the things that probably goes unnoticed to a degree, Aaron Rodgers, the release, and we always think about the release down the football field, how quickly you get the ball out of your hand. But there in the flats, when you get the ball on the receiver so quickly out of your hand, guess what happens? He gets an opportunity to catch it and make somebody on the defensive side miss. So it's the hidden yardage with that release that creates another 4, 5, 6 yards and puts you in these third down and short situations.
Live in the pattern for Rodgers. Steps up and will run for the first down. They'll mark the slide a yard past the line to gain. Move the chains.
He's still got wheels now. Like, he doesn't run as often, and he hasn't certainly done it this year very much, but he's still got them quick steps.
You make a great point. He hasn't been forced to scramble a lot. A scramble officially as a statistic is a play that is designed as a pass that leads to a quarterback run. Even when he did second, he was able to find receivers. That's been his MO for him his entire career. Jamal Williams runs it for about 4 yards, and that'll take us to Carissa Thompson for a game break.
Thanks, Adam. Seahawks up 7-3 against the winless Jets. So Wilson throws it up, and DK Metcalf, 5-yard score. Wilson's second touchdown pass in the first half. Seahawks lead 14-3. Adam?
Already better this week against the other New York team than they were a week ago against the Giants.
Well, the Giants defensively, they're playing about as good as anybody in football right now, and their defense really stymied Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks last week.
Struggled a little bit today against Kyler Murray. The Arizona Cardinals get a win. Minnesota loses. The Cardinals are now in the playoff picture as the 7th seed. There's Jamal Williams again, falling forward to the 39 of Detroit. Austin Bryant chopped them down, and it'll set up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, well, this is exactly where Corey Undlin, the defensive coordinator of the Lions, did not want to be. He said if you give them yardage on first down, if you give the Packers yardage on first down, you know what's going to happen to you? You might as well just give them the first down. 3rd down and short, they're a conversion team. Aaron Rodgers, sublime with his ability to pick people apart. So he said we have to keep them in 3rd down and long situations. They're just so good at converting in 3rd and short.
Keep it on the ground with Jamal Williams, and he'll pick up 2 yards. That'll move the chains again for Green Bay.
And, you know, when you have that kind of duality, right? When you have a quarterback that can pick you apart, that can find the one-on-one, that can sling it out quickly and let his receiver catch it and run after the catch, it opens up a defense for you. So you have those abilities. You have that ability to hand the ball off and get yourself 2 yards and keep the drive alive.
There's Aaron Jones fighting through some tackles, and Jamie Collins finally brings him down at the 32-yard line. Jamie Collins, the leading tackler for Detroit. He has been a spot this year defensively.
Jamie Collins, really good football player. And, you know, I think one of the things you have to understand, you attack the guard, attack the center, right? Use your hands, get people off of you, and be able to slide and wrap up and make tackles. Jamie Collins has done that for a long time in this league. Really good there. But I loved Aaron Rodgers canning that play, going to a run, going away from the safety that's rotated down. That's managing this game at the line of scrimmage.
Austin started in the backfield and makes the catch on the screen. Hammered right at the first down marker by Jarrett Davis. But it's good enough for a first down.
Well, there's the accuracy again that we talked about. The accuracy, the quick release, get it out there to your guy, your receiver, Tavon Austin, in space with his ability to, in full stride, without hitching up, without stopping, so the defense can gain leverage on you, catch it, and get to the sideline, get yourself another first down. That's one of the things that Aaron Rodgers probably doesn't get the credit for that he deserves. He's just absolutely outstanding at putting it on his receivers in a place where they can make a play with the ball after the catch.
Over the middle to Adams on the slant. He's got another first down as he drags a defender with him in Duron Harmon. And that'll take us to the end of the opening frame in Detroit. Lions scored on their opening possession. The little flip to Hawkinson, a creative play from Darrell Bevell. Davante Adams has the score for the Pack to the second.
Top down the city, ride it with me. Been through the storm in the gritty. Do it for the mom and pop on every block. New day sunshine on every block. Windows open, I'm yelling unity. South. They've been there for us. Let's be there for them. They've been there for us.
Be honest, which one's better, the Rodgers rate or the Patrick price?
Guys, State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Jake, it's the Rodgers rate.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Add some thrill to your wish list at the Season of Audi sales event.
This is Kat. My daughter is 39 and single. That to me. Here's the thing. I love my life. Maya Bialik in Call Me Kat. Premieres Sunday, January 3rd on Fox.
187th career start today since taking over in 2008. Aaron Rodgers is in the red zone for the Packers after the first quarter.
That face right there, was like, I read you. I read you. Looked like Lloyd Christmas right there.
It looked like you see a steak. For the 15-yard line, it's Aaron Jones. Unable to maneuver. Excellent job by John Pennicini, the rookie out of Utah.
Well, it's all about stops in the red zone. When you're facing the Green Bay Packers, Corey Unlund, the defensive coordinator, say, hey, listen, you've got to get one, maybe two stops, force them to kick 2 field goals in the red zone, maybe create a turnover. That's the game plan for today. And even then, they're going to score 30, right? So at least it gives you a chance to be in the game come fourth quarter. But that's a great way to start. Put them in second down and long here in the red zone.
Rodgers looking right, throwing right. It is held on to. What a
suburban family of football fans. That's our neighbor. Hi, Bob. And that's the inflatable screen we forgot to properly secure.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it.
You don't become a 117-year-old automaker in this country by refusing to change. The Ford Motor Company does not resist, deny, or ignore change. We pledge to make our most iconic vehicles electric, to use 100% renewable energy across all global manufacturing plants by 2035, to stand for lower greenhouse gas emissions, to stand with Americans and for the planet.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal? Getting caught. So seize the day and set it on fire. Cyberpunk 2077, rated mature.
Our final 3 celebrities are all unmasked in the epic season finale.
The winner is
The Masked Singer 2-hour season finale, Wednesday on Fox.
Want more stats? Hey Siri, who has the most rushing touchdowns in football? Well, you know, Adam, some people go to the museum to see artwork. Well, we're here in Detroit watching Aaron Rodgers paint a Picasso right there with that throw. Absolute artisan, Aaron Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling.
What a start for Rodgers, 8 for 8, 119 yards and a couple of touchdowns already. This is setting up to be a very important Detroit drive here in this first half. Matthew Stafford, who had the TD to TJ Hawkinson on the opening series on a good drive, will go back to work for their third series.
Yeah, before you come out to the field, you're standing up, huddled on the sideline, and you're talking about, guys, it's not even about scoring. Of course, we'd like to score. Everybody wants to score. But this is about possessing the ball, eating up time on the clock, and flipping the field. Those are the goals that we have to do. If it ends in a score, great. But we have to at least flip this field and take some time off this clock and put Aaron Rodgers on the sideline.
There is DeAndre Swift on first down. Matthew Stafford was listed as questionable this week. He was limited during the week with that right thumb issue he heard a couple of weeks ago. You asked him right away, man, how you feeling right now? He goes, good enough. Right now, it's that time of year, right? Final quarter of the season.
Yeah, his exact words were, I'm available.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's been available for the majority of his career. There's nobody, in my mind, any tougher playing the quarterback position than this guy right here, number 9.
Fake to Swift. They'll go to Agnew. They love to use him in different spots. And a good run by Jamal Agnew for a first down. Let's go to Carissa Thompson. Game break, my friend.
Thank you so much, Adam. We're looking at number 1 seeded Saints in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts getting his first career start, finds Alshon Jeffrey 4th and 2 for a 15-yard score. Nice start for the young man. Eagles strike first, 7-0. Adam?
Man, he threw a
knows a gift when he sees one. Eligible trade is worth on 2024 Fusion Explorer and Expedition.
This year, you got it done. Now Walmart can help check off your gift list with free curbside pickup, fast delivery from your Walmart store, or gifts shipped right to your door. Let's end the year celebrating.
Rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien.
Smooth driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Until we can be together again in the life artois.
Careful when diving into the Taco Bell app. You might get lost in something crunchy, cheesy, and delicious. Like a free $5 Chalupa Cravings box, available for a limited time when you sign up as a new rewards member. Sign up and discover more in the Taco Bell app.
This year, we learned a lot about baking. Walmart makes it easy with groceries, gadgets, and so much icing. Let's end the year deliciously.
Washington takes on 15th ranked USC. The Pac-12 Championship. Coverage begins Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Ford. Built Ford proud.
17th former Green Bay assistant coach to then coach against the Green Bay Packers. That's Darrell Bevell, who led Wisconsin to its first Rose Bowl win in 1994, was a 6-year assistant under Mike Sherman, and got to coach both Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers for a year. Good impact from interim coaches so far around the league. Aaron Rodgers back to work with a handoff to Jamal Williams. He'll take it for 2. Let's go down to the field, get more on A-Rod from Lindsey Czarniak.
Yeah, well, teammates obviously always love A-Rod, Adam, but they said that this year there's something that seems a little bit looser about him. He still has that same leadership quality, but they said when he's done at practice, he's either hyping a guy up or he's dancing with his teammates. So they do that a lot. This group loves to dance, especially the wide receivers, but Aaron really doing everything for this team this year.
Yeah, he talked about how the best teams he had been on, and I imagine a lot of players would say the same thing, are the teams that have been the tightest groups. He feels very connected to this group. And especially with his receivers, Marquez Valdez-Scantling has it, and he's got the first down.
Well, it's like that in any walk of life, right?
Yeah,
It's about developing relationships. It's about relying on one another. It's about sacrificing for one another. That's how you become a good franchise and a good team. When you're willing to sacrifice, when it's more about the other guy than it is about you, that's when you can be great. And, Aaron Rodgers has always been that way with his teammates, but you do sense a special group here with Green Bay right now.
Dominique Daphne up from the practice squad is in at tight end. There's Jamal Williams through the hole and a good run on first down to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 6. Reggie Ragland on the stop.
By the way, now you want to earn more playing time, you come up from the practice squad, watch the kick out here by Daphne. This is how you get, they watch this, they see it, and they say, hey, guess what? You're going to go ahead, put your nose in there, hit their defensive end, open up a hole for our running back to cut back in, you're going to get more opportunity. You do that as a young player, you continue to get, you stack plays one on top of another.
Jay Sternberger is out with a concussion, so that's why Daphne got called up. Jamal Williams pounding ahead, and he's right near the line to gain.
I think this is one of we spent so much time as a group and as a league talking about Aaron Rodgers. I think one of the things that has been lost is how well they run the football. And one of the things they have done is they've condensed formations. They've really tightened the splits of their receivers, of their tight ends, and they're doing shifts and motions and creating eye candy for you to look at. And still, at the same time, they're a downhill run football team under Matt LaFleur, the head coach.
Aaron Jones on the sideline. Williams still in. Rodgers stepping up. And not much room at all. He'll have to duck down. Give him a yard on the play. Detroit defensively today is a little bit thin, as we mentioned. No Everson Griffin today up front.
Just look at the calmness. I mean, there's never a moment where Aaron Rodgers looks like he's panicked. He just is back there. Nobody's open. Doesn't like what he sees. Let me buy some time. And then he puts it, gets himself a yard scrambling and puts him in 2nd down and 9.
Only 14 sacks allowed by Green Bay this year. A combination of things leading to that low number. Rodgers for Adams. That's a low throw that he was able to scoop out. Stop made by Darryl Roberts outside. Roberts getting the start for Jeff Okudah.
By the way, Aaron Rodgers looking to the right side, goes through the whole progression on the right side and says, I know I got 17 out there. 1-on-1 to the edge. 10 for 10, and he's 10 for 10. He's looking at that throw like, man, I didn't put that on my guy, right? I didn't put that on Adams.
Probably his least accurate throw among the 10 completions that he's had so far. 3rd down and 5.
Huge 3rd down here for the Lions to get off this football field, get the offense back on.
They're not a heavy pressure team overall. Bring just 4 here, but the penalty marker against Green Bay will whistle this play dead.
False start. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Alex Keff just, wait a minute. It's that side. There's Bakhtiari with just his 2nd false start of the season.
Yeah, well, I think he's trying to show off. I mean, last week he showed how fast he was on a 77 yards. Was it 77 yards?
It was the game-clinching 77-yard TD by Aaron Jones last week.
Yeah, he was running like 17 miles an hour. He was showing everybody how fast. I mean, want to get off the ball quick if you're David Bakhtiari.
An even bigger feel on this 3rd down for the Detroit defense on 3rd and long. 4-man rush again. Rodgers throwing, and it's broken up. Excellent job by Darryl Roberts stepping into the passing lane to knock it down. Looking for Alan Lazard that time.
Well, they're off the ball right here. Roberts is understanding you're playing the sticks right now, and you feel that route. You feel the drop of the quarterback. You feel that out route coming out. Look how he cuts underneath that, gets that left hand extended. But you're playing a change route right there. You've got safety help over the top, so you're just sitting kind of flat-footed, expecting them to throw it right to the chains. Great read by Roberts.
Roberts came back after injury last week, had to play almost 60 snaps. Did a good job. That into the end zone from J.K. Scott. No Everson Griffin today. They've had injuries up front. No Jeff Okudah. No Desmond Trufant. They need somebody to step up. Roberts did to shut down Rodgers in the drive.
When a child is diagnosed with a serious illness, everything changes. And if you have to travel for care like Sam did, home can change too. But along with your donations, McDonald's has helped Ronald McDonald House Charities keep families like Sam's together for more than 40 years. So that not everything changes for Sam with cancer. Or for his brother Liam without.
We made USAA insurance for this season, and the veterans that never quit on their team. When being a fan gets tough, and stretching your budget gets even tougher, our agents put in the time and legwork for you. So saving on auto insurance is easy. Because saving a little extra goes a long way. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. USAA.
Save on last-minute gifts only at Target. This week, save up to 30% on toys and games. Select sweaters and puffers for the family, home appliances, and more. Now through Saturday. This week only, save on last-minute gifts at Target.
We get to catch a killer.
Hold on to your heads.
My boy needs me. I gotta be free.
The Prodigal Son returns January 12th on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Target. Bring more to every moment for less.
Daryl Roberts forcing the first Rodgers incompletion with a great effort play.
Great effort play, great energy now on the sideline. How do you respond as an offense to a great defensive play that gets you off the football field?
A lot of finger points how we respond after that.
That's how we do it.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Ode Abushi with the penalty. Well, this week, Friday Night SmackDown, one time only over on FS1 at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Make sure you tune in this weekend, SmackDown on FS1, and then back to Fox time slot each and every Friday night. But make sure you slide over to FS1 this week. First and 15 for the Lions. Stafford dumps it off for Swift. Good blocking in front. He's got the convoy, and he's got the first down. Good job by DeAndre Swift. Takes it for 18.
DeAndre Swift is one of those guys, to me, real complete back, really good between the tackles, runs tough, explosive. But I think one of the things that really shocked me watching him and studying him this week was what he does out of the backfield with the ball, not only in the swing passes, but he's also one of those guys who will line up wide and can run all the kind of slot receiver type of routes. DeAndre Swift, a real important part to this Lions offense.
Deep drop for Stafford. Stepping up, taking a deep shot, and overthrown. Looking for Marvin Jones. There is a flag thrown. This may have been a free play anyway, as there was some movement into the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
Dean Lowry, who had a sack on a prior drive, trying to get the jump this time.
Oh, here he is right down here. You can see him just jumping. And the overthrow. This is second throw by Matthew Stafford to Marvin Jones. It's just out of reach. He wanted a little PI there on top of the offside.
Yeah. King was in coverage. Stafford the roll, throws to the sticks. It is complete. Quintez Cephas, who had his first career touchdown on a deep shot last week against the Bears, picks up 8 yards there.
Well, the rookie's taking advantage. You know, he played early in the season when Kenny Golladay was out. And then when Kenny Golladay came back, he was inactive. And it was a hard thing for him to overcome mentally. But you've seen the toughness. You've seen the way he played. Last week, he was outstanding. He's really grown and matured over the course of this season, really making the most of his opportunities.
Obviously, those of you watching in Green Bay, very familiar with Cephas, a topsy-turvy run at Wisconsin. Flag from the far side of the field. Kenny Golladay is missing his 6th straight game with that hip issue. He's only played 5 games this year for Matt Patricia and now Darrell Bevell.
Before the flag was thrown, Green Bay called a timeout. That is their first of this half.
So Matt LaFleur uses one with 4:23 for the first half. We'll right back after this message from Progressive.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Oh, hey, Baker, by the way, some guys are coming to resod the field. They should be here in about 30 minutes.
Wait, we're having company?
Company?
I didn't put out the snacks. Did we have any of those mini quiches? And remove anything breakable that might have little kids. Hey, do we have any scented candles? It stinks in here.
Darrell Bevell, 50 years of age from Arizona. Was Aaron Rodgers' first quarterback coach in the league for that 1 year in 2005, then goes to Minnesota under Brad Childress and eventually Leslie Frazier. offensive coordinator for the Seahawks as part of their Super Bowl championship. Been on staff with Detroit the last few years, now the head coach as the interim. Flea flicker. Peterson back to Stafford, and he had to get rid of it right away with Kenny Clark in his face.
Well, you know, this is the guy right here. They line him up, Zadarius Smith, all over. They're just trying to pick guys. They're trying to find the one weak link they think in a protection to see if they can get some pressure. Zadarius Smith running a little game on the inside with Kenny Clark, creating that pressure and the throwaway by Matthew Stafford. But he is their matchup guy. Call him a spinner. He'll line up anywhere along the line of scrimmage, wherever they think he's got a favorable matchup.
Setting up the screen pass. There goes Peterson with a convoy in front. Down inside the Green Bay 35-yard line. Adrian Davis finally ripped him out of bounds, but Peterson picks up 23 yards.
Well, they run the fake boot, so they're going to get this thing out, and they get all these guys, that way, and they get all these guys going over, and then look at the offensive lineman. As you said, the convoy out there in front of Peterson. And Adrian with a little shake and bake. Hey, what was he, 35 years old? A little disappointed that he didn't run over somebody because he's still got that physicality, right? Put your bean on somebody next time, young man.
Another screen. This time it's Kerryon Johnson. Johnson puts a shoulder into a defender. That time, Chris Barnes got the worst of it. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson with a game break.
Thanks so much, Adam. Washington, San Francisco 49ers trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Nick Mullins hands it off to Jeff Wilson, who punches it in from 1 yard out. Niners leading this one 7-0. Reminder, a Washington win, you guys, puts them in first place in the NFC East. I shouldn't be laughing.
Wow.
We're laughing at the absurdity of it, but hey, Washington proved a lot of people wrong after their upset over Pittsburgh this past week.
I don't know what surprise for one of the NFC East to open the eye with a blunt stick. I mean, like, why does nobody want to win that thing?
Well, the Cowboys didn't get a win today. Giants laid an egg after an impressive win on the road at Seattle. They could not contain Arizona today, and you just got the update with Washington as well.
You know, you obviously, if you're the Lions here, you're looking to score, you're in the red zone or you're approaching the red zone here, but it's also about clock management, right? You want to make sure you give this back to the Packers offense after the score with not a lot of time to do anything on the clock.
Packers have 2 timeouts in the 2-minute warning, all 3 timeouts for Detroit if they need it. Stafford rifles over the middle, past the sticks for Hawkinson. That's a first down to the 11-yard line. Darnell Savage was there for the hit.
Watch Matthew Stafford on look at the arm action, the double pump right here. I'm going to throw, no, up, I hold it, and then the accuracy, the off platform. Both of these quarterbacks, to me, both Rodgers and Stafford, are like elite level shortstops. They can throw it from any platform, anytime, anywhere.
Is now a good time for a flare-up?
Enough, Crohn's.
For adults with moderate to severe Crohn's or ulcerative colitis, Stelara can provide relief and is the only approved medication to reduce inflammation on and below the surface of the intestine in UC.
You getting on that flight?
Back off, UC.
Stelara may increase your risk of infection, some serious, and cancer. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, growths, have had cancer, or if you need a vaccine. RPLS, a rare potentially fatal brain condition, may be possible. Some serious allergic reactions and lung inflammation can occur.
Lasting remission can start with Stelara. If you've been financially impacted by COVID-19, Janssen may be able to help.
This is Nest Audio from Google, but to someone who wants to bring a little bounce to their house.
Hey Google, play this on all my speakers.
It's the Google Whole Home Funkifier. Introducing Nest Audio from Google.
Happy holidays.
If we were in town, in trouble, if your nerves are wearing thin, call your Lord. He's got a bag that's
Santa knows a gift when he sees one. Ford, built for the holidays. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus $2,000 trade assist cash on top of what your eligible trade is worth on 2020 Ford Fusion, Explorer, and Expedition.
Pizza Hut delivers. How bad do you want it? Against the Eagles, Packers running back Aaron Jones powered through would-be tacklers Alex Singleton and Marcus Epps and wanted it so bad that he stayed in bounds and broke 3 more tackles on the way to his 77-yard game-sealing TD. If you want the hot, delicious taste of Pizza Hut delivered this bad, all you have to do is go to pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
1st and 10 at the 11 for Detroit.
Still have an opportunity to run the ball here. You can get a first down. You can be balanced.
Start with a swift run. And good job by Kevin King coming in. Hawkinson may end up getting the holding call anyway.
Holding. Offense number 88. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So 1st down and 20.
Well, you can see on the end of the line of scrimmage, working on Zadarius Smith right here, and you get the hand outside. You see it on the back of the 5. Your head's on the swivel, right? You're looking around. You know you're going to get busted for that.
Stafford puts it up there, and it's caught. Inside the 10-yard line with a penalty marker thrown. Hawkinson grabbed it. We'll check the flag here.
Little holding on Hawkinson the other way on the defensive side of the ball. So that's going to give you a first down if you decide to accept it.
The yardage would be better if you decline it, but you do get a fresh set of downs if you accept.
Holding. Defense number 39. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a completed pass. It'll be 2nd down.
So interesting. They will take the larger gain. They'll opt for 2nd down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, right here, you're going to see Hawkinson coming down here. Sullivan is going to grab him. 39 right here on the inside route. And one good hold deserves another. Hawkinson on that play. I don't know that I would take the yardage. I think I might take the first down here.
That's what I was wondering.
Because I still want to eat up some of this clock.
That's
right?
a good point. And you said it's so important in these final couple of minutes, right?
Correction, Detroit has accepted the penalty. It'll be 5
There you
yards
go.
for an automatic first down.
So they'll scrap the 13-yard gain, just take the 5, but you fresh set of downs. You've already forced Green Bay to take one timeout earlier in this half, and you can be in control down the stretch.
Right.
Play this right.
And I think that's the right decision. You've got an opportunity. Obviously, you're in field goal range for Prater. So, you're there right now, but you've got an opportunity to drive this clock down inside a minute and come away with, or maybe tie it up going into halftime, or just being down by 4 points. So I think it's the right decision by Darrell Bevell.
First and 10, lined up at the 16. Late blitz. Stafford hit as he delivers, and it's incomplete. Boy, the rookie out of Minnesota, Kamal Martin, just came charging in. Stafford had to get rid of it.
And knowing full well, here's 54, Kamal Martin, right here. He full well knows Stafford does. He's going to get hit. See him take one right in the chops. And like I said, man, he is one tough cookie.
Yeah, he is.
That guy is about as tough as they come.
Only had a couple of stints where he's missed time in his entire career.
TJ Hawkinson, a guy he likes to target down here.
Stafford underneath. Danny Amendola got tripped up by Darnell Savage right at the 6. That was the line to gain.
We talked about Matthew Stafford's ability to throw it off platform. We're going to find a little window here on the sidearm, right? I mean, you've got to find windows to throw from. You've got to be able to manipulate the pocket. There's nobody better than him. And getting an accurate throw to Danny Amendola there for the first down.
Green Bay uses a timeout here, trying to save some seconds with 1:35. That goes back to that decision to accept the penalty, take the extra down potentially, and now another timeout used by LaFleur.
Yeah, and if you're going to run the football here, I don't want to get to the edges, right, where you get tight ends exposed, receivers exposed for potential holding calls. If I'm Detroit here, if I want to run, I want to run in between the tackles, an inside run. What's my best inside run? That's what I want to go with here. Continue to let that clock roll, continue to make Green Bay take timeouts.
Is DeAndre Swift in as the lone back behind Stafford? They'll run it with Swift. Down to about the 2 or 3. Clock down to 1:30 and a timeout. Second and goal coming up. Green Bay out of timeouts.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. You need a smaller TV or a bigger house.
Larry, why are you in the dining room?
Man, I can't watch that big old TV that close.
No, why are you in our dining room?
To tell you, Rocket Mortgage can help you plan for a bigger home. From down payments to closing costs, it's easy to explore what fits your budget.
I think we
need a bigger place.
Good idea.
Thank you.
If you need a home to fit the whole season, Rocket can. Rocket.
I gotta get out of here. What am I looking for? It's magic. Sauvage. Le Parfum. Dior. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
This holiday, get iPhone 12 on the 5G America's been waiting for.
This new iPhone Plus Verizon 5G is incredible.
Switch now and get iPhone 12 Pro Max on unlimited plans start at just $35. This is 5G from America's most reliable network.
Our new house is amazing. Great street, huge yard.
There is a bit of an issue with our neighbor's fencing.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save even more.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Peter.
Touche. What? Bingo.
For bundling made easy, go to go.com.
Along with your donations, McDonald's has helped Ronald McDonald House Charities keep families together for more than 40 years.
At Target, order today and get it today. Just use Target's same-day delivery or Drive Up. For groceries, gifts, and more on your list, it's the fastest way to get what you need today at Target.
My perfect Saturday? That's easy. An NFL Network doubleheader. Up first, the Bills take on the Broncos, then the Panthers battle the Packers. An extra day of football? Let's go! NFL Saturday, only on NFL Network.
Feels like good clock management for the interim head coach Darrell Bevell right now, and the whole playbook, it seems like, is at his disposal.
Yeah, second down here near the goal line, usually where you're going to go, a little play action pass. I'm not so sure that I just wouldn't run it again and see
sure enough,
come up with.
Swift ahead, touchdown Detroit. They've missed that with DeAndre Swift on the sideline. The rookie out of Georgia punches one home.
Hey, man, this comes down to, hey, BYOB. Watch these two guys meet the hole. Swift, 2-on-1, BYOB, bring my own blocker. I'll just run you over. That doesn't matter to me. Great surge up front by Detroit, and then Swift finishing it, keeping his legs driving, getting the ball across the goal line. That's how it's done right there. Love the management of the clock by Darrell Bevell. Love the play call. Love the physicality. And guess what? You're about to tie this game up with an extra point.
A long time for Aaron Rodgers to sit on the sideline. 2 Detroit scoring drives, at least for the time being, have both been double-digit play drives. Every scoring play, of course, is reviewed, and they'll check this.
That's
spent 9 years in and out of the prison system. People really didn't want to take a chance on someone with a history like mine.
I had a difficult time getting internships because people didn't believe I could speak English.
I was experiencing ageism in the industry.
Searching on Indeed. In less than a week, I had 4 job offers.
Now I'm a contact tracer.
Now I'm a casting producer at a digital ad agency.
Now I'm able to provide the life for my family that I never had.
I know that this job is just the beginning for me.
A live bookkeeper is helping customize QuickBooks for me.
Okay, you're all set up.
Thanks. That was my business key. This one's casual.
Intuit QuickBooks, official sponsor of the NFL.
Look at you. No braces, all the internet you can handle. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is predictable, less painful, more comfortable. Invisalign.
This holiday at T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every plan. And if you're 55 and up, switch to our Essentials 55 plan and save 50% on your bill versus the other guys. That's the best value for you in wireless. That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on America's largest 5G network and save 50% per month. It's time to holiday on. It's time for T-Mobile.
I recommend Nature Made vitamins because I trust their quality. They were the first to be verified by USP, an independent organization that sets strict quality and purity standards. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
It's the K Friends and Family event with 25 to 50% off everything. Find hundreds of meaningful gifts at great prices. Buy online with a virtual consultant and pick up in store. Only at K.
Alex Kemp just announced to us that the call stands on the field. It is a touchdown for DeAndre Swift. Dean Blandino's with us. DB, didn't feel like there was enough to overturn it here, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Adam. You're looking at the position of the ball when a body part other than a hand or foot touches the ground. It's the right knee that actually touched first, but we never could locate the football. That's why the call stood.
Thanks for that, DB. Appreciate you. And another long Detroit drive ends with a score, and we're tied up at 14 apiece. No timeouts remaining for Green Bay. Rodgers will have a chance. Before that happens, Kurt Menefee is going to talk to us about what's coming up at halftime.
We've got 4 great games going on Fox right now, one for each night of Hanukkah so far. We'll update you on the entire picture, no matter which game you're getting, including the Colts and Raiders, as we'll find out whose hopes will stay alive heading into Christmas. It's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime.
Appreciate it, Kurt. Happy Hanukkah to you and yours watching at home. 2-11 play. Touchdown drives, really good clock management, it felt like, from Darrell Bevell at a time where we're seeing new head coaches. That seems like one of the things that's really hard to grasp when you have to step into that role.
I think there's a couple of things. One, when you become a head coach like Darrell Bevell did, even when you're an interim head coach, it's managing your coaches, coaching your coaches, right? That's part of it. It's dealing with all the media stuff. And then you go from just being a play caller and trying to score every play to, hey, wait a minute, I've got to be a play caller, but I've also got to manage my football team and what's best for the team. And he did an exceptional job there late to put them in a position of 14-14 with limited time on the clock for Aaron Rodgers in this Green Bay offense.
Jamal Williams on the return, hit at the 23-yard line. Let's check in with CT with the game break. Carissa.
Thanks, Adam. Well, Packers fans are going to like this. Jalen Hurts' debut, and with the help of Miles Sanders' 82-yard run, the Eagles are up 17-0 on the current #1 seed in the NFC. Adam?
Well, the current #2 seed will be happy about that. I'm sure a lot of folks in Wisconsin are feeling good. It feels like the #1 seed in this expanded playoff really has more value. The #1 seed's the only team that gets to move on around.
Absolutely. And remember, earlier in the season, the Packers took down the New Orleans Saints.
That's right.
So even at the end with a tied record,
they've got the tiebreaker.
Green Bay has the tiebreaker.
Rodgers to the outside, and Robert Tonyan will step out to stop the clock. So in the history of the playoff system with seeding, there have been 90 #1 seeds, right? Each conference gets a #1 seed. 50 of those 90 #1 seeds have ended up in the Super Bowl. 5 out of 9.
And 2 of those was me single-handedly winning a Super Bowl.
Yes.
So
You just Mark Schlereth.
listen, I don't want to brag, but facts.
Aaron Jones picks up the first down. Clock will continue to move as they'll spot it at the 35-yard line.
In all seriousness, though, the number one seed, having that week off, let your body heal a little bit. It's so vitally important.
Rodgers. Adams comes back to it, and that's a good play. Bonnie Oruwariye, who's been beaten a couple of times for touchdowns, he stepped in front for just the second Rodgers incompletion.
Well, you've got the pump fake by Aaron Rodgers, but you got to have a short memory out there if you're a corner, right? Oruwariye, as you mentioned, has been beaten a couple times. That time, he drives on the football, gets his hands in there, creates an incompletion. You just got to have that. You understand, if you're playing against elite level players like an Aaron Rodgers or like a Devontae Adams, they're going to get you sometimes. You got to have that short memory. You just got to have, continue to go out there and try to play and stack plays one on top of another.
Quick throw by Rodgers to Robert Tonyan, and he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock with 50 seconds remaining. Still plenty of time for Aaron Rodgers. Green Bay will have the option to get the ball in the second half to start. You always talk about the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. Those are key minutes, right? Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have been really good in that 8-minute stretch this year, and the Lions defensively have struggled in those 8-minute stretches. This is a big stretch right now to end the first half and to start the second half when we get there.
Third and short press coverage all over the football field.
And look at the defense, just one safety back deep. Rodgers still looking. Oh, he was trying to manipulate and find Jones, but it's incomplete. So the clock stops with 43 seconds. And Green Bay will send J.K. Scott out there to punt. So a good job by this Lions defense to give Stafford an opportunity. Lions still have all 3 timeouts, and they've got a great long-distance kicker in Matt Prater.
Well, you bring a dog, you bring 5, and you just lock up across the board. You try to press and run with guys, stay underneath, stay on top. And Detroit does a great job on a third and short to put the Packers in a punting situation. Really, really nice effort on the defensive side.
Wow, a lot of hang time on that one. And a fair catch by Agnew inside of 15. 44-yard punt. We came in talking about the quarterback matchup, right? Stafford, Rodgers. They've faced each other 15 times prior. Boy, they're off to really solid starts. This is fun to watch, man. These two go at it again. A lot of respect from Rodgers to Stafford. And Stafford to Rodgers, both of them were very complimentary of the other.
This is like a, what's the Big 12? This is like Big 12 defense they're playing against right now. My apologies to Big 12 fans. I know I'm going to hear about that on social media now.
Yeah, some random TCU fans going to get after you right now.
Yeah.
Stafford stepping up, and he connects with Amendola. Could not get out of bounds. He was chased down by Chandon Sullivan, beg your pardon. And Detroit will be forced to use a timeout. Amendola limping a little bit. So first timeout used by Detroit here. Still 27 seconds remaining. Matt Prater, his season long is 59. Remember, he hit one here at Ford Field earlier this year. He's obviously been one of the great long-distance kickers in NFL history. It hasn't been as sharp this year, but overall, Prater has been great. And
he has 64.
Yeah, he's got the NFL record, yeah.
Played for the Broncos.
Him and Brandon McManus have a fun competition going on this year, so track that as the season closes out. Who's going to get the longer field goal this season? '29, a quick throw by Stafford just to get rid of it, and he's able to find Cephus at the 37. Timeout used here, so now only one remaining.
How about Darrell Bevell right now? I mean, this is a place where you just hand the ball off and you get a lot more happy with a 14-14, but he's just saying, no, we're going to be aggressive. Like, this is my audition we're letting them play. And certainly, man, that's exactly what's going on right now.
So the first 11 games on the left, the averages, right? Last week against the Bears in that comeback win, impressive offensive performance. Season high 34 points, matching what they did against the Jaguars early in the year. Did that with aggressive downfield passing. 22 passes in this game, 2-to-1 pass to run ratio. Stafford down the middle of the field and into Green Bay territory. Amendola's got it. Let's see if they spike it here, or they'll use the timeout. Yep, they'll use their last timeout right here. And they're about maybe 5 or 6 yards away from field goal range now.
Look at Stafford just surveying, going from the left, coming back to the right, then just throwing a fastball over the middle to Danny Amendola. Now, obviously, you're out of timeouts. You got 20 seconds left, so now you have to work the sideline. If you're Green Bay, you got to protect the sideline. You got to tackle somebody inbounds, right? Or if you throw it over the middle of the football field, you better hustle and get the spike down so you give your kicker a chance. And I love the aggressiveness right now. Darrell Bevell's just throwing caution to the wind, saying, man, I am going to trust in my elite-level quarterback.
Stafford under pressure, could not take a sack in that spot, and Darnell Savage comes up with one. The clock's going to run all the way down. They're going to spike it, they will. So now it's going to be 3rd down with 7 seconds left.
Well, Darnell Savage coming in there with the sack, and here's the beauty of this. Like, this is actually a smart play. You come in here, Stafford knows, look at him wrap the ball up, 5 points on that ball, or 4 points. He's got the tip of the ball in his hand, forearm. He just gives himself up. Don't try to make something happen. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Turning over the ball, scoop, score, and fumble. Fumble, scoop, score. Just live to fight another day.
First career sack for Savage. They get a jump, free play. Stafford going to step up and take a shot. All the way down for Cephas, and it's incomplete. Hoping to get maybe a pass interference call right at the end. There will be that flag for the neutral zone infraction.
Offside. Defense number 91. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down. We will have an untimed down.
Half cannot end on a defensive penalty, so 1 untimed down.
Oh, here's the little jump right here. That's Preston Smith off the edge. He gets him in the neutral zone. All right, but here's what I'm saying now. Listen, you have to know when it's over, right? You got to know when it's over. There's a little box out right there by Amos, but you got to know when it's over. That's all I'm saying. Like, hey, it's been fun. This is a great end of the half here. Hand the ball off and let's get to the locker room.
The Green Bay's got 5 in white jerseys all the way back to the 30 and further towards the goal line. Oh, Stafford, he's going to end up taking another one. Kenny Clark and Vernon Scott were there to finish it off, and we've got a 14-14 game at the halftime break. Rodgers and Stafford have had a good first half, and our play of the first half is brought to us by Old Navy. It was the first Green Bay touchdown. This to Davante Adams, extending his franchise record streak to 8 consecutive games with a receiving touchdown, all part of a 14-14 halftime tie between the Packers and the Lions. Green Bay slated to get the ball to start the second half, tied up at 14 apiece. Kurt Menefee and company, they've got the halftime coming up as we've got a good one in Motown.
Saturday, the Big Ten Championship is on Fox. Justin Fields and number 4 Ohio State fight for their 4th consecutive Big Ten title, but number 14 Northwestern looks to upset the Buckeyes' reign.
Touchdown!
It's the Big Ten Championship.
Keep your eyes on the Monster Angus Thick Burger. With sizzling bacon and 2 1/3-pound Angus beef patties. The Monster is your daddy now. The new Monster Angus Thick Burger at Carl's Jr. Feed your hungry.
The game doesn't end after a spectacular touchdown grab because there's always another team looking to punch one in. With NFL Red Zone from NFL Network on Xfinity, you get every touchdown from every game on Sunday afternoons, all season long. Watch every breakout star, every heart-pounding running attack, and every big-time defensive stop. Sundays were made for football on Xfinity. That's simple, easy, awesome.
Experience NFL Red Zone from NFL Network on Xfinity. Click, call, or visit today.
Will painting your wall in team colors help your team win? Of course it will. Why would you even ask that?
When I heard about Barrett's work in criminal justice reform, I knew we had to connect with him. We talked to judges and community leaders to offer solutions to make our system more just, advocating for reduced arrests and policies that reflect where we are as a society today. Keep moving the sticks.
We're now going to Chicago, where it looks like football weather this Sunday morning.
Chubb cuts it upfield on a move to the outside. This is Game Day Final.
We got you covered from morning to night. NFL Game Day, only on NFL Network.
Before I had everything, I was lonely. Now you're my everything, I was lonely. Yeah.
Go to NFLShop.com and gear up.
What does it take to challenge racial and economic injustice? The Equal Justice Initiative is dedicated to protecting human rights and reforming criminal justice. What does it take to stand up for every American? It takes all of us.
They're here for football.
Let's get it going, baby.
Good Morning Football, weekdays at 7 on NFL Network. We're all here for football. That is how we start the show. This one.
Welcome to the Verizon Halftime. Get the 5G America's been waiting for. Only from Verizon.
So the up-to-date playoff picture, the Chiefs currently hold the number 1 seed right now because the Steelers play later tonight. And in the NFC, the Cardinals move into that final wild card spot by winning today while the Vikings lose. And one other note, there's one person alive to win $100,000 in our Fox Super 6 contest of Terry Bradshaw's money.
I don't have $100,000.
You might not if that person holds on and wins.
I can buy no Christmas presents for anybody.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody sympathizes.
We don't
with
get
you.
any anyway.
The Verizon player of the first half, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
This holiday, get the phones everyone wants on the 5G America's been waiting for. Now, get one of our best 5G phones on us when you buy one, and get $500 when you switch. Only on Verizon.
Fox Mondays are the most thrilling night on TV.
911, what's your emergency?
The dam broke. Where's that water gonna go?
Tell me I'm not seeing
Lava?
This can become a mass casualty event.
Incoming! I'm ready, G. Let's go!
The most iconic music guessing game comes to Fox.
I can name that tune in 5 notes.
I can name that tune in 3 notes. I can name that tune in 1 note. Name that tune. Push it. Correct! She pushed it to 1 note.
Shane Krakowski hosts with band leader Red.
America wants more highlights.
Well, let's get some more highlights. Curry, what do you say? Let's start them off with the Vikings at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady getting ready to fire it up. Let's see what happens, Tom. Set up, step. Now down the field we go. Great job to Scotty Miller on the post. He gets past the corner. Good job by Evans holding the safety up wide open in the middle. It's 7-6 Tampa Bay. Then Brady to Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown receiving on the year, Gronk, that is. That's a 2-yarder, 26-14. Tampa Bay beats the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Cardinals at the Giants. Kyler Murray, 3 touchdown passes last week. He'll have 1 this week. Dan Arnold in the back of the end zone, falling off his back leg, throws it up. 7-yard touchdown reception. 13-0 Arizona on top of the Giants. And then Daniel Jones set up sacks in this game and 3 forced fumbles. Cardinals 26-7 over the New York Giants. Chiefs at the Dolphins. This game should have been a really good game, but too much fun rolling right. Travis Kelce, the tight end. There he is. Nice job. 6-yard touchdown, 14-10, Kansas City. And then Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill, roll right, set up, fire down the football field. A post route from the opposite side. 44-yarder for Tyreek Hill. 33-27. Good ball game, Kansas City on top of Miami. And the Titans at the Jaguars for Hill. Hand off. Turn around. Derrick Henry throws it back. Tannehill fires it to A.J. Brown. Beautiful one-handed grab by Brown. A 37-yard touchdown. Tennessee 7, Jacksonville nothing. Second quarter, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry with 215 yards rushing on this day. My gosh, that guy is amazing. Best running back in the league. 31-10. Tennessee beats Jacksonville.
That'll do it for us. Second half of your game after this.
Showdown in Georgia for Senate control. As the future of our country hangs in the balance, Fox News takes you inside the heated runoff election. Stay with Fox News Channel for coverage of the Senate Showdown.
So you don't have to look like me to get the Patrick price? No. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates. That's my bad. It grows back, I promise.
Yeah, I knew I should have done this.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I may have told our server you gave her the Rogers rate for her insurance.
Well, that's just fine, considering the Rogers rate isn't real.
Yeah, but I'm sure you gotta probably pull some strings or something, you know.
Look, there are no strings. Here's the deal. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Hey, we're at the Rogers rate.
Oh, did you guys want some? You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We love football.
We're all here for it.
It's on.
Wow! Are you kidding me?
NFL Network. We're here for football.
Oh, wait. It's going to be a good one.
Welcome to NFL Game Day morning. We're now going to Chicago, where it looks like football weather this Sunday morning.
This just happened with Cleveland.
Judd cuts it upfield and a move to the outside. Unbelievable.
Wrapping up your Sunday night, this is Game Day Final.
We got you covered from morning to night. NFL Game Day, only on NFL Network.
Rise and shine. Welcome to Good Morning Football.
You ready, Kay?
Nate, former pro, big time style.
Notice the footwork.
Kay, fantasy expert, knows the league inside out.
This team is loaded.
Peter, tapped into everything in the game.
Spoiler alert, he can light up the league.
And Kyle, NFL whiz, pop culture ace.
It's such an exciting time for a fan.
Together, they're here for football.
Let's get it going, baby.
Good Morning Football, weekdays at 7 on NFL Network.
All here for football.
That is how we start the show.
What does it take to challenge racial and economic injustice? It takes education. It takes awareness. It takes courage. This year, I will lace up my cleats along with more than 1,000 NFL players for a personal cause. The Equal Justice Initiative is dedicated to protecting human rights and reforming criminal justice. What does it take to stand up for every American? It takes me. It takes you. It takes all of us.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL. Effort with a little shovel inside to T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown Lions. Cutting it to the inside, and there he goes for a Packers touchdown. It is held on to. What a grab by Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And Swift finishing it, keeping his legs driving, getting the ball across the goal line.
All 4 touchdowns, part of our game flow, brought to us by Progressive. And a look at the numbers for the first half. Sticks out to stick. That's a hard thing to say.
Yeah, well, you look at what the quarterbacks have done, passing the ball, throwing it. They've been so deadly accurate. Aaron Rodgers, 12 of 15, 149 yards. Stafford, 17 of 22 for 203 yards.
Matthew Stafford will wait on the sidelines as Rodgers and the Packers offense later to start here in the third. Williams back to return. Tyler Ervin for the Packers. And a touchback out to the 25 comes this Green Bay offense with Rodgers at the helm. Inside the broadcast booth, Adam Amin, Mark Schlereth, Lindsey Czarniak on the deck as well. Get a little sense of the first half of what you expect for the second.
Well, I expect more for the second. I mean, you're talking about 2 elite quarterbacks pushing the ball down the football field. It really comes to protecting these guys, being balanced, but letting those guys do what they do. It's going to come down to a big defensive stop. Maybe in the red zone, maybe creating a turnover. That's going to be the difference in this second half.
Fake to Aaron Jones. Rodgers looking for Adams, and that was deflected. Let's go down to the field and check in with LC. Lindsay.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah, you guys were talking about the trust that Bevel obviously showed at Stafford, just letting him play. He said it was exactly that. They got to keep doing it. In fact, he said that's when he stood in front of his team and said at the half, he said, right now, we're toe-to-toe. We got to keep swinging it. As for LaFleur saying that his team did some good things offensively, but said they only scored on 2 possessions. Also, defensively, he said we got to do much better playing tighter coverage.
We knew that was going to be a factor all day, LC. Good stuff. And coverage on the outside against some really good receivers for Green Bay. They sent the linebacker out there with the running back. Come back the other way to Adams underneath, and he gets swallowed up. Well sniffed out by Collins and Oruwariye. Davante Adams coming off a 100-yard game, already with 5 grabs in this one, plus that opening Packer touchdown.
Love that, the shallow crossing routes, and that's something the Packers do a lot. They condense the formation, they get the receivers in with tight splits, then they run those crossers. That time, Davante Adams running across the football field, Jamie Collins just shoves him about 4 yards deep back toward the line of scrimmage, and that's why that pass only went for about 2 yards.
Lions bring a blitz. Rodgers launches it away. Looking for Valdez-Scantling, and Oruwariye was in coverage.
Well, you're going to run the games. Look at everybody inside here, and you're just trying to pick guys coming off there, looping around. A little pressure on Aaron Rodgers as he releases that ball. And Oruwariye, as I mentioned earlier, you get beat for a couple of touchdowns. You got to keep on fighting. You can't let that get you down mentally. Great job mentally stepping up. We saw him make a play at the end of the first half, poking a ball away there on the coverage deep.
Got a late flag on that last play. The defensive holding penalty against Detroit. It was a very late flag that got tossed there. Inside of 5 yards. So defensive holding the call against Detroit. So a fresh set of downs for Green Bay. Another penalty marker thrown on this play at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's going to be offensive holding, I believe. Like Lucas Patrick had a little takedown.
Offense number 62, 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
This guy's been a right guard, moved him over to left guard. Here he is, right here. You can see him. Watch right here. Just pulling down, trying to hold on. Great effort by Penasini there, but certainly a hold puts them first and 20.
Sets them back to the 23-yard line. Blitz coming from Detroit. Collins got picked up. Rodgers underneath, and he's got Allen Lazard. Get that penalty yardage back and then some as he'll step out at the 37-yard line.
We talked about the side-to-side motion. First off, blitz pickup by the running back, Williams, and then the sidearm delivery by Rodgers. Find a little hole, dropping down sidearm to Allen Lazard. But it always starts with the blitz pickup. It always starts with protection. Williams does a good job stepping up, stymieing that blitz, and Rodgers finds the alleyway to complete the ball.
Williams in the backfield, Jones in the slot. Rodgers lofts it up there, and he's got Valdez-Scantling again. First down into Detroit territory at the 49-yard line in front of Justin Coleman.
Well, we've been talking about it here this whole drive, is condensing the formations, getting in tight with your receivers, getting in tight toward the line of scrimmage, and then running those crossing routes, running those pick routes. You want to be pressed, you want to get up on us as a defense, we're going to make sure that we create traffic so that you have a hard time running with us.
A lot of options for Aaron Rodgers. There's Jones, slithering through a hole and driving for 11 more yards. Down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I like this. This is Aaron Rodgers just orchestrating the line of scrimmage. He's saying, hey, I've got Devontae Adams into the boundary, and they keep the safety high on top, right? They want to double team him, make sure he doesn't beat him deep. What does Aaron Rodgers do? He just calls a run to that side. You don't have safety support down there. You've got numbers in the running game. Hands it off, and look at that. Get another first down. That's just understanding what a defense is trying to do to you.
Longest run of the day for Green Bay. Run it again with the pitch to Jones. And he'll pick up good yardage on first down with a flag flying in. Christian Jones was there for the stop, but we'll check the marker. Jones coming off 130 rushing yards.
Offense number 83, 10-yard penalty, first down.
This yardage will be negated with the Valdez-Scantling holding penalty.
Well, he's down on the end. They're just cracking and tossing here. So here he is out here. You can see his hands outside. I think that's on Walker right there. Both hands outside with those yellow gloves. The first thing you need to do is change the color of your gloves. Right?
Would you tell a guy, hey, they're wearing blue jerseys, let's wear blue gloves? Would you try to pull something like that?
Well, you can't. They won't allow you. They won't allow you to do that. But you got to dingy up your white gloves as close to blue as you can. You can't have them neon yellow gloves out there.
Rodgers slings it out to Jones, and a good open field tackle by Justin Coleman. just got enough of a piece of Aaron Jones to
Give yourself the best chance to orchestrate that way. And Jones down right there, fumbles the ball, but nice effort on the outside.
Second and 21. Out to Jones again in space. Wrestled by Roberts inside the 45 and the 40. Line to gain is the 28. Back on the floor, the Michigan native from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, played his ball in Western Michigan in Kalamazoo. It was a wide out to Division II Saginaw Valley State to play QB. Rush 4. Rogers past the sticks. Valdez-Scantling. Flag is thrown. Enough yardage for the first down to the 21-yard line, but we'll have to check that marker again.
On
The
Detroit.
quarterback still had the ball in the pocket. Illegal contact. Defense number 23. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Don't have 23 listed on the roster. I wonder if maybe they were thinking Roberts.
Well, right here, I mean, you always want to help your buddies out, right? That's the first thing you want to do. Go ahead, shove them down. That's like dominoes down there. Shove them down there, have everybody on the defense fall over each other, which buys your quarterback time and a clean pocket to step.
Set up from the 21. With Jamal Williams, who gets knocked down. Austin Bryant, there was some question as to whether he would play, but he's back for the first time in 4 games after a thigh injury, and he gets the TFL.
Well, one thing you have to do is you got to be able to step. Watch the rookie tight end right here. Watch that step underneath himself. That's Daphne. Once you step underneath yourself, you might as well open up the swinging gate for the defensive end, and then that's what you do when you get a big play, right? I'm telling you what, maybe you were faking it just to get out of practice.
Sounds like a stick thing. Rogers underneath and knocked down immediately is Mercedes Lewis. Brought down by J-Rod Curse.
Mercedes Lewis, 15th year in the league. Came in 2006. Go ahead. What?
I was going to say, he's a Pro Bowler with Jacksonville after he got drafted there, and now in his 3rd year with the Packers.
He's one of the true Y tight ends that we've had. You know,
Inline
tight end,
guy.
yeah, the inline tight end, the guy that can, as they're about ready to quick snap this ball, the guy that can block just about anybody.
Rogers on 3rd. Roberts came flying in. It's good enough for a first down at the 10. And Roberts a little slow to get up afterwards.
Well, they catch Roberts coming over. They catch him, and man, look how he's got a bubble of Lazard on the first down.
We'll step aside as they check on Roberts.
This is about you right now. You have arrived.
Oh, hell no!
Everything's changed, but they forgot to send me the memo.
Court, all rise. A single count of murder in the 1st degree.
Be strong.
This is your idea of incognito?
Oh, baby, I got Popeyes.
Order from the Popeyes app today and get free delivery with minimum purchase.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Don't let the comfort fool you. Don't let the attention to detail leads you to believe that a Honda is a delicate machine. You'd be wrong. Underneath every surface that carries a Honda badge, there has always been the capacity to amaze. From the core of everything we have ever built, all the way to the top of where you want to go. Rise to the challenge. It's the Honda Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline.
Fox brings you more masked celebrities with a twist.
It promises to be fire.
The guessing just got harder. The Masked Dancer premieres 2 weeks from tonight on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
Rodgers and the Packers into the red zone. Rodgers has thrown for 69 yards on this drive. The drive has advanced 65 yards due to some penalties. But, of course, the Detroit penalty, it was an Oruwariye defensive holding penalty on a third down that extended it. And now here they are at 1st and goal from the 10. Rodgers. Flushed out. Still on the move and will launch it. Good pressure by Detroit. Good coverage downfield as well.
This is what the Lions talked about. Being able to get a red zone stop. Being able to create, a field goal opportunity. And when you look at Aaron Rodgers, I mean, there's just nothing job from a coverage standpoint and a rush, tying the front end together with the back end and just making Aaron Rodgers dump this thing out of the back of the end zone. But that's what you have to do. Red zone stops force the Packers to kick a field goal. That's the way you hang with this high-scoring offense.
Aaron Jones still on his feet somehow. Finally, Daron Harmon wrapped him up at the 6-yard line. Third down and goal.
It's like a spin cycle, right? You put the clothes in the dryer, put it on spin. Look at him. Bam, here. Spin out of that. Go ahead, bam, spin out of that. And by the time you get done, you're dry. You do that, you go to the sideline, you're like, man, my jersey's dry.
That's fresh laundry right there.
Yeah.
There you go. Third down and goal. Big spot. Inside of 7 for the third and a tie game. Rodgers. Step it. Run it. Looking to get to the pylon, and he's in for the go-ahead touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of the season for Aaron Rodgers, and the 30th of his career. This one puts Green Bay on top.
Stepping up inside the pocket, Aaron Rodgers still has that speed at 37 years old. Look at him.
Now Crosby on for the extra point. Missed the point after in 2 straight games. This time he is on. Detroit penalty kept that drive going for Green Bay. And it leads to an Aaron Rodgers.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G, and it's on AT&T, the fastest nationwide 5G network.
Now new and existing
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I am Carl, but he's very excited and on his way.
word-of-mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us.
No matter who you are, there's a deal for you on our app this holiday season.
A snow day means a frozen afternoon. A galaxy far away gets closer to home. And a low price unlocks a high score.
I'm looking for my client. I'm his accountant.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, man! You're here. You don't trust me here in Vegas, do you?
Well, I thought we had a breakthrough with the Volkswagen.
We did. Yes, we broke through.
That's the Volkswagen?
That's the crossport.
Wow.
Seatbelts. Please just tell me where we're going.
away from it all as you possibly can. And find the craziest sky you've ever seen. And the din and hum of technology fall away and are replaced by the sound of birds' life. That's pure gold.
Northwestern.
Look at this!
Ohio State. It's the Big Ten Championship presented by Discover. Saturday at noon Eastern on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by AT&T 5G, fast and secure.
Extended Green Bay drive leads to the Rodgers score and a Packers lead here in the third. What's considered to be the league's most prestigious honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, recognizing NFL players who've not only been great on the field, but their contributions and their impact off the field as well. This year's nominees, unfortunately for these two teams, both guys that are hurt right now, but have played very well when they've been in there. Corey Linsley, the center, and Trey Flowers, the defensive end. And this means a lot to guys in the locker room.
Well, in the locker room, most prestigious award. There's no question about that. Adam, you can go all-pro. You can go to Pro Bowls. You can do all this. You win the Man of the Year. That is it. And that is the biggest honor
of that award as well. Sidearm sling to TJ Hawkinson, and Adrian Amos, a fellow Big Ten player, is there.
Shoulder, that's what you want. See the top shoulder there? You're in what they call tailpipe, so you're dragging. You're behind the guy, right? You're tailpiping the dude.
Yeah.
But you stay on that top shoulder in that technique and be able to drive down, make that tackle for a minimal gain. Actually, no gain at all.
Something about Adrian Amos, saw that in Chicago too. Very good angles in terms of how he plays that safety spot. Amendola gets dragged out near the 30. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson with a game break. CT.
Thanks, Adam. Saints trailing 17-0 in Philly. Taysom Hill pitches it to Alvin Kamara, who takes this one in. 5-yard score. Saints now down by 10.
Saints still have the advantage in the NFC South. Buccaneers got a win today against Minnesota. Saints have a big one against Kansas City next week. Kansas City, with 33 points today, held off the Miami Dolphins for their 12th victory in 13 games this year. Stafford with a dangerous throw. That was cut off by Jair Alexander. Good third down stop for Green Bay, and the Lions will have to punt.
Well, a really nice job because they're running a little whip route, so they're coming back here and trying to get back outside. And watch Alexander, just the quickness, his ability to sink his hips and drive on the route to break that up.
That matchup, if they got matched up, was going to be something fun to watch. Marvin Jones, Jair Alexander. Jones, a guy who's so nifty with his movements. Alexander, somebody who's really studying up, trying to get better defending. Impressive movement, wide receivers. Good coverage by Jamal Agnew there. No gain on the return. Alexander made the great play for the Packers team.
Tonight, I'll be eating a falafel wrap with sweet potato fries. Thanks.
Splitsies?
Oh, you meant the food, didn't you?
After everything our walls have been through the past few months, they deserve some thanks. They deserve Benjamin Moore.
Wow! You gotta see the stats on that one! I get the handoff, and with four defenders that close, chance of punching it in for a TD, 14%. I can work with that. So I accelerate a lot. Defender distance, decimals. My only out, zero gravity, 6 points. Best flip and play of the season. Next Gen Stats powered by Amazon Web Services. AWS is how.
Windows open, I'm yelling unity. Side by side with my community.
Celebrate, let's have a jubilee. They've been there for us. Let's be there for them.
Hey, babe, it's a holiday. Got the whole family jammies. Our 18th time watching Love Actually. We gon' have the best holiday here at Old Navy.
Shop Jingle Jammies from head to toe to tail. We holiday only at Old Navy and OldNavy.com.
Red Bull gives you wings.
183rd meeting today. Division rivals going back to 1933. Only the Packers and Bears have played more meetings than the Packers and the Lions. Some of the great names and images, of course, Barry Sanders. Adrian Peterson closing in on Barry Sanders on the all-time rushing list, by the way, too. Rodgers starts this series with a completion to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He fights for a couple of more yards. They'll pick up 15 on that play. Let's go down to the field, checking on the Lions' defense with LC.
Hey there, Adam. Yeah, Darryl Roberts came out of the tunnel. He was still currently with the hip. He was walking back and forth on the sidelines. We could tell he was trying to make it work, but he lifted his knee up. He was really wincing. So again, Roberts questionable with the hip injury, Adam.
That was the injury that kept him out for 4 games. So Corey Unlin said, hey, we just got to throw the scenario that we're in. That's the case for the Lions right now. They're so thin because of injury. Aaron Jones working to the right, and a good gain on first down. Second and short coming up as Jelani Tavai made the stop.
Yeah, he was talking, Unlin was talking about the fact that they really only had 3 healthy corners going into this game. Yep. So now you're down to 2, and it is about every man, get out there. The guy's going to have to play out of position against Aaron Rodgers in this Packers offense.
Leaders for them in this game. Number 1, scoring offense. Number 2, total offense behind Kansas City this year. That is John Pennicini, who is questionable with a shoulder issue, but he's in there. He's made a couple of good plays.
Yeah, Pennicini, I think Ragland too right here. I mean, everybody, Pennicini, Ragland getting that penetration right here. Stopping, Ragland. He's tackling the offensive line. He's talking to Patrick. He's like, you know what? I'll tackle the offensive lineman. I don't care who it is. Pennicini, just get big, brother. Look at that guy. Look at the size of the arms right there. Oh, Lord.
That is a big dude out of Utah. 6th-round pick this year. 2-time All-Pac-12. Rodgers out 3rd and 3. Plenty of time. Has a man, and it's complete to Robert Tonyan. Into Detroit territory to the 46. Robert Tonyan, 8 touchdown grabs this year. He just finds a good spot.
Yeah, he's just going to find a hole in the middle of the football field. He's going to work away from coverage. So you're going to see him sit down. Now let me work away, find myself an opening, give my quarterback a big target. And you know what? You can do that. You can work from side to side in the middle of that zone when your pass rush doesn't get to the quarterback. That's when the back end and the front end are not tied together. That time, the front end letting the back end down to create that completion on 3rd down. Got to get more pressure than that, especially against Rodgers.
With Jamal Williams. He stay on his feet. They're going to mark him after 9 yards. So he got ripped out. Seemingly never touched the deck. So maybe an extra 1 or 2 as Deshaun Hand raced out to make the stop.
Well, Deshaun Hand made the tackle, but he actually just flipped around and landed on his back. So Williams, watch, he falls on top of Hand, so he's not officially down. Right there on the body, gets back on his feet and keeps digging for yardage. There it is, right here, Hand down on the ground, but Williams never touches down.
Fake to Williams. Rodgers will run for the first down and dive ahead. Again, a chain-moving play. Jones touches him down, but they'll set up shop at the Detroit 34-yard line.
And this is where games can start to get out of hand. I know it's a 1-score game right now. And short, you get 3rd down and short. You convert, you wear a defense out. While you're wearing that defense out, the offense on the other hand, is being cold on the sideline. So these are the things that wear you out from a time of possession stand, just wear you down.
Jones. Another good run on 8 that first down play. So, Mark, let's go back and make your point stand up. And that's a big way to make it stand up. That's the ball control in this third quarter alone.
12 minutes and 39 seconds. I mean, it's getting it done. And that wears out a defense. But on top of it, it just gets you stagnant as an offense. You can't get into any kind of rhythm.
Well, we've got a 7-point game as we hit the end of the third quarter. The Packers try to close out another NFC North title. The Lions got some help today. They're trying to stay in the playoff hunt. 21-14, off to the fourth.
They don't care nothing about me. All they want is my voice.
I knows how to play real music. Everybody can't play like I do.
What you all say don't count with me.
Come on!
But if they want to call me Mother Blues, that's all right with me.
This is Kat. My daughter is 39 and single. Give that to me. Here's.
Welcome to the next generation of open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
Buy now.
So, Jake from State Farm, you're saying you don't have to look like me to get the Patrick price? No. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates. Man, he'll grow back, I promise.
I can't believe I did this.
At least you got the Patrick price. My bad.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
The game doesn't end after a spectacular touchdown grab because there's always another team looking to punch one in. With NFL Red Zone from NFL Network on Xfinity, you get every touchdown from every game on Sunday afternoons, all season long. Watch every breakout star, every heart-pounding running attack, and every big-time defensive stop. Sundays were made for football on Xfinity. That's simple, easy, awesome.
Experience NFL Red Zone from NFL Network on Xfinity. Click, call, or visit today.
Okay, if I make this, everybody gets the Rogers rate.
State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
You know that counts, right?
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's on the Fox Sports app.
A little slot machine action here. All sevens, and Green Bay with the advantage, but inside of Detroit territory at the 26. This is a key stretch right out of the gate here in the fourth quarter for the Lions defense.
A key stop right here. You've got to hold them to a field goal right here. Hold them to a field goal opportunity, however you get that done.
2nd and 2. Jones next to him. First down. They'll set up in the red